obviously we maintain communications with all of our speakers, from the minute they sign up until they're actually at the show. So just before the show actually starts, about a week or so before, they'll get an in-depth description of everything that's going to happen on the day, what to expect, where they should go, contact person that they should, reach out to on the day if they're either lost or they need escorting to the stage. So on the day, what we tell them to do is head straight to the keynote stage that they're on, and then if they can't quite find it, give us a call to whoever is on that email. And then we will always go and find them, go and escort them to the stage. All of our stages have their own AV guys on them, so should there be any problems, they've got AV technicians on site to be able to help them straight away. But it is usually a pretty simple process. They're always hooked up, speakers are ready, laptops, wires, everything's ready for them. It's just a case of either logging into their emails or bringing a USB stick to just download it onto the computer there and then. So it's a pretty easy process on the actual day. Obviously it's quite hectic here, really busy, so it's nice to make sure that we've got everything on hand and ready to go straight away.
We've been lucky, knock on wood, so far to have great success with technology and all the presentations we've done at events like this in the past. But a big part of the reason why is because we prepare beforehand. So either the day before or the morning of, even if we're speaking in the afternoon, making sure we connect all of our equipment, run through the presentation, make sure the audio is working, that our mics are working, that the computer is functioning well and connected to their systems. And there are bugs to hit, but tackling those either the day before or the morning of, well before you go live with your presentation, has been crucial to our success in having successful presentations.
Basically just contacting them, reaching out, making sure that they've got everything that they should need, answering any questions and just making sure that we're there for them from start to finish, constantly maintaining communications. A lot of questions, a lot of phone calls, but we're basically on hand 24/7 to make sure they've got everything that they need.
How to keep a presentation interesting, I think there's a couple elements. One is show some facts or figures that the audience can actually take away and hopefully use themselves. Two, I would say tell a bit of a story involved, like why this information matters is always very important, right? Because if you just show slides of information, no one's going to really grasp or be able to take anything away from the presentation. And then three, I would say just be very upfront and say, hey, here are the three main takeaways. Create some guideposts through your presentation to say, here are the things you should take away from this presentation, things to remember, things that are relevant to your business, and really just kind of make them stand out so your audience can really take them away and use them for themselves.
We were lucky to be able to present early in the morning and one of the first presenters of the day, which for us works out great because then we have the rest of the day to now interact with many people from the audience that watch the presentation. And so we had several of them came up afterwards to on stage, as we call it, so up to the front to ask a few questions. There's limited time there, but it's the nice thing about having a booth when you do a presentation like that is they can come throughout the rest of the day yesterday, and we assume we'll see some today as well. It's often what happens to really meet in person and now digest a little bit more one-on-one how they can grow and improve their businesses.
I think it will be a good personal experience for me as I'm looking at my own self presenting and looking at audience expression. So it's going to be a personal learning for me and for the industry, and I want to grasp it from the recording today. So let's see.